Srimate Ramanujaya Namaha. Srimate Lakshmi Nrusimha Parabrahmane Namaha. Namaskaram. Pranams to the holy feet of the Lord Lakshmi Nrusimha Swami, our Savior, our Creator, the God of this entire universe, including all the Chit and Achit elements existing within the boundaries of Him. We are talking about the relationship connections with the Lord Lakshmi Nrusimha Swami, the Paramatma and the Jivatmas as we are. We were talking about the type of bhaktis. This week we are to talk about a special devotee, an extreme bhaktivan, a part of him, a servant of him, who exists with him, within him. The discus, the Sudarsana Chakra, the Chakra Talvar. Alvar is the term that says a person who gets immersed in Lord Nrusimha himself. The discus, the chakra, is of such a bhakti that he gets immersed in him as such. Three happenings where I am to explain the specialities of this Sudarsana, the discus. The discus plays a major role in all avatars of Lord Narayana that stands attached to him all the times. The first such speciality is the story of Gajendra Moksham that was told in the last episode. That it was so special because when Narayana was reclining on the Adishesha, he heard the voice of pleading from the elephant. He rushed in as such without any attires worn specially as the Sudarshana, the conch and all. But now when he thought for a fraction of a second that the crocodile's head needs to be severed, the Sudarshana, the conch, the chakra that was following suit behind him rushed before him and performed the task of slaying the head of the crocodile. Such is the speciality, does what our Lord Narayana thinks, just it carries out his exact thinking. The next one is a story connected with the Mahabharata, where Lord Krishna is said to have used the Sudarshana, the discus, to hide the rays of the sun. So the hiding Jayadratha comes out in the open, enabling Arjuna to kill him easily, fulfilling his vow of killing Jayadratha. But the real super speciality is the story said in Bhagavata. As the king Ambarisa was performing the rituals of Ekadasi, there came the sage Durvasa. He was about to finish his Ekadashi vow and was about to start eating. Now Durvasa said he will join for the feast after and went for taking the bath. The time for finishing the Vrita, the fast, was approaching, and the king Ambarisa thought he will have the holy water, the Tirtham first of the Lord Narayana and wait for the sage to come. He was about to drink when the sage entered and Durvasa got wild immediately, bounced on the king and issuing some demon. The king stood undeterred, unmoved and prayed towards Lord Narayana. Lord Narayana immediately dispatched his discus, the Sudarshana, which came blocking the way of the demons, which ran away, and now the Sudarshana started chasing the Muni, Durvasa. He was running from post to pillar to Brahma, Shiva, Indra, everywhere, and no one could do anything. Here, Sudarshana obliges only to his Narayana and no one else. So Durvasa entered Vaikuntha and prayed to Lord Narayana, where he was told to get pardon from his Parama Bhagavata, his devotee Ambarisha again. Durvasa Muni came back to the king, narrated the story where the king prayed to Sudarshana, the discus, to spare the sage, and then it happened and the sage was let go. Our bhakti needs to be like Sudarshana, the discus. We need to do what our Nrusimha thinks. He actually wants nothing out of us. He expects us to be full of love, passion towards him, bhakti towards him. He wants our mind to be devoid of materialistic things. He wants us to think of his lotus feet and nothing else. All his expectations are simple, and particularly for our own well-being, for we to attain salvation, the moksha. He simply wants it, that's all, nothing else. He wants our mind filled with Nrusimha's thoughts and nothing else. He helps us to do that too. It is for us to realize that. It is for us to be conscious that think what is needed for us. If you think you want all the materialistic things, all your emotional connections to hold on to you of this samsara shagara, he readily gives it to you, but he is worried about us attaining moksha. He actually waits for us to attain that moksha with a crystal clear, pure mind full of his own thoughts. Let us sit under him, holding on to his lotus feet, fixing our glances, our looks on this landlord with Mahalakshmi Ammavaru Thayar, and let us not make him wait for us anymore. Jai Shri Lakshmi Nrusimha Swami. This week's Karnataka Lakshmi Nrusimha Kshetrams, Sri Lakshmi Nrusimha Swami Temple, Haranahalli. It is located in Haranahalli, Singathagare, Karnataka, at a distance of 35 kilometers from Hasan and 195 kilometers from Bangalore. It is a triple shrine temple dedicated to Mahavishnu Narayana. The sanctum has 3 shrines, Venugopala, Keshava and Lakshmi Nrusimha Swami. It is a good example of 13th century Hoysala architecture. It was built by King Veera Someswara. It is a Trikuta style temple with a strong focus on middle temple that has a Shikara and Shukanasi. A common hall connects all the 3 sanctums. You must visit Hoysala architectural marvel. The next one is Sri Yoga Narasimha Swami Temple, Gorur. It is located at Gorur on the banks of river Hemavati, 28 kilometers from Hasan and 210 kilometers from Bangalore. The Gorur Dam is exactly located here, and the temple is built on the banks of Hemavati river closer to the dam. Sage Gokarna performed penance on the banks of the rivers, and Narasimha appeared as Sri Yoga Narasimha Swami in front of the sage on a stone. The original idol is said to be carved out of the stone, and it still exists there. It is named after sage Gokarna. Here, Narasimha faces west with 3 eyes. 2 brothers, Thudda Narasaya and Chikka Narasaya, reformed this temple, which was covered by anthills at those times. You must visit Narasimha temple. This week's sloka, Lakshmi Narasimha Sahasranamam. Nimeshaya Nibandhaya, Nimesha Gamanaya Cha, Nirvandhaya Nirashaya, Nishayaya Niraya Cha, Nirmalaya Nibandhaya, Nirmohaya Nirakrite, Namo Nityaya Satyaya, Satkarma Nirataya Cha. Here he says, hey Nrusimha Swami, you are the blinking of the eye, you are the bondage of materialistic things, you are free of duality, and you are the all-pervading truth. You are the crystal clear God, free of all impurities. You are free from Maya. You are eternal. You exist in a non-materialistic form, who is the absolute truth, and all activities of you are Sat-Karma, that is connected with absolute spirituality. Srimate Nihimanta Mahadeshikaya Namaha.